And we are live. Well, thanks everybody for joining me today. I am Jacqui Bowman Coach, and I am here with Eric Waldrop of eXp Realty. We are so excited that you have joined us, and thank you so much for joining me today and allowing me to interview you. I'm really excited.
Me too.
Awesome. So we're going to dive right into it. So what I want you to do first is maybe just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in the real estate industry, and maybe what you did before real estate.
Well, I was in the IT industry for 23 years prior to coming into the real estate industry. It started right at the end of my IT career, so I was doing a little bit of both. And then I was unfortunately downsized from the IT industry, and I went full-time right into real estate. And that was December 28th, 2016. So just a little over 4 years.
A little over 4 years. Well, the tail end of 2016. So we'll put you in 2017. So that's great. 4 years. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so what do you like about the real estate industry? What's your favorite part?
My favorite part, I love homes. And I know I'm an IT guy, but I love houses. I love looking at them, love being in them, look at the different tastes, the structures, the designs. I love everything about houses, and I like talking about to people. So perfect fit, sell real estate and talk about one of my favorite things outside of the IT world.
That's cool. And being from the IT world, if you all know me, Eric would be complete opposite of me. We get along great. I love it because he's such a people person as well as someone in IT at a high level. So I think that's awesome.
Thanks.
So 2016, from the time you got licensed until about a month ago, because you came to eXp about a month ago, you're newer with us, you were with one brokerage, right? So, some of the good things about that brokerage, if you want to share with us what you liked your first few years, and then maybe something that's different about eXp.
Right. Well, what I liked about that brokerage, standard brick and mortar, beautiful building. Again, the architecture, things I liked about it. But what was great about that was I got to learn to sell, learn the business. A lot of really experienced agents that have been around for a long time and successful, taught me the business and taught me some ins and outs and how to handle different situations with people and the personal side of things, and also just in general real estate industry. And those were the things I really liked. Great people like Pam Oster, that's the eXp agent. I worked with her there. And, so that part of it, I really learned a lot, an overall good picture of the real estate industry. And since coming to eXp, something I really like about eXp is the technology, obviously. Love the technology, and a lot of things that I was craving while at the smaller place, technology-wise, I couldn't get, that I do now have with eXp.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, just being intrigued by the technology, just having the cloud-based brokerage campus with avatars and all that, I'm sure it was very intriguing.
Yes.
Now that you've been here for a month, right? And I know you're just dabbling into things. You're just starting to learn and make your way around, right? The technology. Right. What has been your favorite part about eXp, and the technology? Anything that you discovered or you want to share since you've been here a month?
One particular thing is KV Core. Love the KV Core. We didn't have a super CRM at my old broker, and I craved that because obviously I like to keep things organized, technology-wise, and digital, and we just didn't have that at my old broker very much. And that's something I've really dug in quickly on since I started at eXp.
So if agents out there don't know what KV Core is or what a CRM is, I mean, I know there's a few different parts of KV Core, but if I'm new in the business, or maybe I've been in the business for 20 years and I have my database on a notebook paper and that's worked for me, right? What could you tell us? What is KV Core?
KV Core, my description at least, it's a digital way of keeping track of all that information that you're writing down. And it's also a way of making you work more efficient with your contacts. It's keeping track of how you contact the person, where, when, what type of contact, when you should contact them next. And it's doing it all in a digital way that integrates with a lot of other services, through your website. It's keeping track of that information that comes in and how you're sending it back out. And it makes you work a lot more efficiently with that, as opposed to trying to keep it in your head or on a piece of paper or on another spreadsheet of some sort. And it's the way it's set up is you don't have to be a techie to learn how to use it.
Well, I love that part too. I mean, you could just scratch the surface and use KV Core for just a CRM, which is client relationship management. And you could put your people in there and make sure that you're systematically keeping in touch and love people and that kind of thing. And then, of course, you've got that whole lead generation website where people register on your website. You've got your own IDX. You can do Google AdWord ads. It integrates with Facebook. It's such this robust thing that a lot of us don't even get into, right? And I know you're just starting to get into that part of it, but it's pretty exciting. And to have that all included at EXP is a real bonus. So.
It allows you to work when you're not in front of your computer too, because the technology is there to do a lot of things for you when you're not sitting in front of your computer.
Right. Well, and speaking of techie, since you're a techie, I mean, do people actually need to be tech savvy to be at EXP? I mean, what are your feelings on that?
Not at all. I mean, I appreciate it, but I appreciate it because I understand what goes into it. But to utilize it, no, not at all. I mean, if you're used to using email and a website, you can do it. You don't have to be, in the industry for 20 years and on the IT world to do this. And I know that from working with IT customers, you don't have to be a genius to utilize this technology.
Well, let's just say you're like me and you're not a techie, and you come to EXP and you do have some issues. You're like, I can't activate my KV Core. I can't figure out how to bring my database in because it's in Excel, and I'm, some of the basic things, maybe I don't know. Tell us a little bit about, have you used tech support before, or the support that you've gotten at EXP?
Well, I can say, that was one of my concerns also. When I was at a brick and mortar type shop, I could just walk around the corner to the IT person and ask for a little assistance or whatever. So I was a little worried, but I did find that when I did need to use tech services with EXP, quick, I mean, faster than what I could have got in a brick and mortar store, walking down the steps around the corner to the IT guy's desk.
Right.
So there's a whole team of people there, just waiting to help with any issues you have.
Well, and I love what you said, that you loved that whole idea of being able to physically walk down the steps around the corner to your tech person, right?
Right.
And that was one of your hesitations of coming over. It's like, oh, I have this. What if I get there? Things aren't the way that I think they're going to be, and I need help. How am I going to, with an avatar, get the service that I need? And so anybody else who's having hesitations about that, anything else you want to say to them about that process?
Don't let the technology intimidate you, because there's people lined up waiting to help you through every step of it, no matter what portion of the technology it is that I've found so far. And sometimes quicker than what you would get anywhere else. Waiting to talk to someone. There might be 3 agents in front of you trying to get help from your IT guy at your brick and mortar shop, where here, you're right there. There's people right in front of you waiting to help you out online.
I love it. Well, that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about our cloud campus is that there's the accounting team, the tech team, the operations team, the agent services, the onboarding team. Like there's, hundreds of people across the country on headsets just waiting for you to come up and say you need help and raise your hand, right?
Right.
To serve us, which is totally awesome. So I love it. So we're going to wrap up because I'd love to stay under 10 minutes, but I love the bow tie. Tell me about the bow tie before you go. What's that all about?
It's kind of become a branding thing for me. Years and years ago, I was at a church service, and an older gentleman who had a bow tie on came up, and I happened to wear one. I wanted to try. And the older gentleman said to me, his dad told him that he wasn't a gentleman until he learned how to tie a bow tie. We both chuckled, and I've worn one ever since. I wear it to the closing. I wear it till I meet new people. Got a whole closet full of them, and it's become a thing. And even before COVID, I'm standing at the bank line, and somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, you're the bow tie guy. I see you on the billboards."
I love it.
It's kind of stuck with me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Eric, I appreciate you joining me today for the interview. And I know that there's, a lot of people out there that are a little bit interested in EXP. They're not really looking for a new brokerage, but they might want to explore it more. We're not going to close in on you. We're just here to answer your questions. But whether you contact me or you contact Eric, how would they get in contact with you if they wanted to hear more about EXP?
They can use Facebook, Messenger. They can email me, call me, text me, carrier pigeon, however they want. I'd be happy to talk to them.
Google you and find your number.
Absolutely.
All right. I love it. All right. Yep. So either contact Eric or myself. And thank you again, Eric. It has been an absolute pleasure interviewing you. And we are so grateful and blessed to have you here at EXP.
I'm excited.